everyone. So today I will be talking about the common challenges that L2 English learners face when they learn English with Khmer as their first language or L1 language. And so the difficulty that I would like to talk about, the main one is about grammar, especially like articles, like for example a, and the, which in English we always use articles before nouns and use with countable noun, while in Khmer there's no type of article that we can use in the sentences. So therefore people use sentences by excluding them. Like for example, the sentence "I have a cat." So the article "a" uses countable nouns, but then in Khmer there's no such article for us to use. And also there's plural like ses or ies. So in English we always add s or es when the noun is plural. For example, 2 books, 2 apples. So the s they represent the plural, but in Khmer, whether it's singular or plural, they still remain the same. Therefore, it can cause confusion for learners. And also auxiliary verbs. So in English, we need to use auxiliary verbs like do, does, did, or have to form questions and negative sentences, while in Khmer they don't use that. For example, in English, to make a question, you ask, do you go to school? Or for a sentence like I don't eat breakfast. And also, it's also about the structure of the sentence. So in English, we need to put the number or color before the nouns, while in Khmer, they follow a rigid structure. So for example, in English, we say red pen or blue sky, but then in Khmer, we put the noun before the adjective that describes the noun. So instead of red pen, it's pen red or like the home, something like that. In Khmer, there's no changing any words to identify the tense. So this means that if they want to use it in any tense, they just add some expression to change the tense. Then in English, every tense has to change the verbs. For example, I ate sandwich yesterday. So we change the verb eat to ate in order to show that it is in a past tense. But in Khmer, there's no changing the verb. For example, in the Khmer sentence, "ខ្ញុំញ៉ាំ sandwich ម្សិលមិញ." So the learner does not, so the "ញ៉ាំ" is it's eat in English, so we don't change that. And so with this, the learner might apply the same thing to the L2 language. So they might say, I eat sandwich yesterday, which is not correct for the English language, L2. So that is all of the challenges that I have regarding the learning of L2. So now let us move on to the tips that we have regarding this challenge.
So hello everyone, after you listen to my friends, she's talking about the challenges in learning L2 language. So now I would like to provide some tips for all of you to deal with all of these problems. So the first tip is about the use of scaffolding. So based on chapter 3, language learning content for instructed classroom, the teacher played an important role in input student language learning, so that the teacher use scaffolding to help students to deal with all of the problem, but also connecting it with real life situation. Such as teacher help students in realizing how to use the article tenses in English. For example, like the teacher play an audio about what did you do on the last weekend, like someone habit or someone activity that they did on the weekend. So when the audio is playing and when it's come to the answer, like I played football last weekend, so the teacher passed the audio here for in order to help students to identify that we use past tense in the sentence when we talk about something that already happened in the past. So coming to the second tip, based on the chapter 4, the monitor with an input hypothesis, we can provide a comprehensible input through a subject material, because students might struggle with the article on the past tense, auxiliary verb, and plural verb in English, so that teacher can provide subject material such as a reading passage for students to identify, notice the difference between L1 and L2. Okay, so now let's turn to our last tip to deal with that challenge. So according to the chapter 4 interaction hypothesis, to encourage social interaction and collaborative practice, it is the interaction hypothesis highlight the language learning that is greatly enhanced through meaningful communication and also social interactions. Since Khmer language and English language have significantly difference from other, and also learner can benefit from interactive practice, where they can use it to practice in real world situation and try something new. For example, the teacher can, in order to help students to learn through the language, teacher can organize the students to work as a pair group and doing a role play, dialogue, or debate, so they can use the grammar or tense, auxiliary verb, and all of the mentioned above to practice in debate or dialogue or with a real-life conversation with their friends, which is enhance their ability in using L2 language. And that's it for our tip and challenge in learning L1 and L2 language. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.